In 1948, Citroen launched the 2CV, a stripped-down, incredibly cheap car. It was a huge success over its 42 years of production, selling more than 3.8 million units. Citroen has clearly been thinking about how to relive this glory in the electric age, and has come up with what it hopes is a new game-changer, the Ami. It's an EV, it's tiny, it has eye-catching looks, and best of all, it's very cheap. The Ami is already available in France, with over 1,000 sold so far. It costs a mere €6,000, $7,300, but isn't necessarily aimed at one-off purchasing. Car sharing has been on the rise around the world, and is projected to be a $9 billion global market by 2026, up from $2.5 billion in 2019. The Ami hits the purely urban segment of this right on the nose. It's already available via Free to Move in Paris for 26 cents 32 cents a minute plus a €9.90 $12 per month subscription. Or you can rent it long-term for €19.99 $24.36 a month plus a €2,644 $3,222 initial payment. You could even get one for your kids to use, and they really could, because it's classified as a quadricycle, so in France anyone over 14 can drive it without a license, and similar rules apply in most European countries. So what's the Ami actually like? I got to take one out for a spin around the streets of London, just 24 hours before the city was locked down once again due to the coronavirus. Since this car is so novel, it gets a lot of attention, with people taking photos of it when you stop at traffic lights. Where the Indian-made Reva G-Wiz, or Revi in some regions, elicits derision, the Ami has much more of that French 2CV cool about it. Some do think it's ugly, but the general reaction is positive. The Ami has a 5.5 kWh battery, which is about the same as you'd find in plug-in hybrids of a few years ago, but since it only weighs 450 kilograms, it can still manage 40 to 50 miles of range. Yes, that will absolutely confine it to local city journeys, but it's also limited to 28 miles per hour, the usual speed cap for quadricycles, so you would not want to drive this car on a highway. In fact, if you tried it could be quite a terrifying experience. This is a very Spartan car, and even makes the 2CV look luxurious. It's basically a steel frame with some plastic panels bolted on, and from inside you can literally see that frame. It does have a panoramic sunroof as standard and large windows. But there's no internal rearview mirror, because you don't have to have one with a quadricycle. Instead, you only get wing mirrors, and they are a bit too small. Of course, they're not electronically adjusted. Nor are the windows opened electronically. In fact, they don't even have a winding mechanism. They flip open and up, just like the classic 2CV. That's all you get for air conditioning, too, opening a window. There is a heater, but it's weedy and should be a bit more powerful if you need to demist the interior on a typically cold and rainy British day. There's no stereo, either.